here I am, Andrew Smith, with the ever so famous Minh.
Hi.
And I have to start off by saying that I owe you at least a whole bunch of Fs. Because I nearly failed out of high school because of Counter-Strike.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So right off the bat, I really have to thank you because that game brought me out of so much depression in high school. It wasn't even funny. But it's true, I did almost fail out of high school.
It's crazy.
But that was then, this is now. Now we have
a new game, and hopefully it's gonna be dropping a lot of grades for a lot of people. But,
yes, hopefully many more.
Yeah, it's weird. I get that a lot. Like people are like, "Oh my God, this game took up so much of my time," and it's really humbling to know. Because when I was playing games back in the day, I used to play Doom, I used to play Quake like nuts, and my grades kind of really suffered. So it's kind of weird how that is, you know. But you know, I think people are able to stay in control, like yourself. You know, you can kind of control yourself from. I mean, you should know well. I mean, look at you.
That's what you think.
You know, I mean, you look great. I mean, you're in a great position. You're not like begging on the streets, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, I'm very happy that you're coming out with this tactical intervention. I think from what I've read, this is what you've kind of wanted Counter-Strike to be, or at least become. Is that true? What do you say about that?
Yeah. I think with the stuff that I did with Counter-Strike, I learned a lot of things. Like I was really young, but I learned a lot of things with regards to like the gameplay and like all the missions. There was a lot of things that I wanted to change, but with Counter-Strike, it got to the point where the community was so well established. They were so used to the whole mechanics. Like every time we changed something, they would do like completely like backlash. So being able to get away from that franchise, get away from that that community that was already set in place, it just allowed me to explore some of the problems that I felt were prevalent in Counter-Strike. So yeah.
So actually, yeah, that's something I wanted to talk to you about. So what were some of those, like just a couple, maybe some that people know and some that people don't, like specific backlashes from the community?
Yeah.
But what would those be?
Well, I mean, like there weren't any like every time we tried to choose something something like kind of controversial, they would automatically shut us down. So I don't think there was anything that actually made it into release. I mean, like every time we tried to like change a particular feature, it was like the community would even get on our case before we even released it. So I mean, that just made it really hard to develop a game and just really hard to try new things. So I mean, like off the top of my head, I mean, I guess like one of the things with bunny hopping, that kind of thing, like we strongly felt that was a bug. You know, I wanted to fix that right away, but you know, it got to the point where people were using it like to their advantage. They used it as a tactic.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just became really hard to just kind of fix that because they said, no, that's the feature. I'm using that. That's part of my skill set. So it was like it just made it really hard as a developer to just kind of tweak things like that.
Yeah, taking a bobble, like the bottle from the baby, you know, like once you gave it to him,
I know, it's like, dude, that's rotten milk, you know? I mean, it's like, I know, it's like, Jesus Christ, you know, people are like, they just get so used to things, and it's like, and there were things that they were never meant to be in the first place. And I don't know, you know, so starting with our game, it just it allowed me to start from a fresh plate. So
so that's affected your approach then, like, you know, being aware of how the community will respond to what you put out there. You're more cautious maybe about like getting the right stuff out there right away.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point, because it's kind of like it made me kind of aware that, you know, we got to get it right on the first release, you know. Because if they get used to it too quickly, it's like, oh my God, okay, now it's set in stone. It's kind of like concrete, you know. You pour it down, and the dudes are kind of, you know. That's a good point, and I think I'm gonna have to keep that in mind when we do the initial release. We're gonna have to make sure that it's polished and it works, and the game mechanics are actually set in place and balanced. You know.
All right, well, let's talk about those game mechanics. Like, what are some things that, you know, should have us salivating? You know, what are we looking forward to here with Tactical Intervention?
Well, I think we do a lot of new things. Like we opened we're exploring a lot of game mechanics that other games haven't tried. Like, for example, like the driving level is something not a lot of the games. Oh, I know Battlefield 3 has vehicles, but I mean the way we're doing it's a bit different. It's much more focused on the game objective. So the vehicles are taking part in the game objective in a much more intimate manner. It's very like tied towards the games. And also, we're just doing a lot of other things like having dogs and just having a very dynamic environment.
That's a great idea. I love dogs.
Yeah, and just having breaching charges and all these. So we're adding a lot of these new elements into play, and it's just a matter of just tweaking them so that they don't become too overpowering. Like they don't become to the point where the dogs are just like raping everybody. I mean, because we found out during our playtest that the dogs were in fact way overpowered. So it's just a matter of just playing with the community and just kind of seeing. Hey man, this is getting ridiculous. Let's just tone that down a bit, and that's the fun part. Because once you have all the elements in play, it's just a matter of just tweaking values, and that's really not hard at all. I'm excited about that.
Okay, cool. So tactical intervention. We've got we got dogs. We've got cars.
We've got,
what about the
shields.
Weapons? Like how are they? I mean, they're probably historically accurate. They're probably model off the real ones, right?
Yeah, they're based on real world weapons.
Have you played with these type of weapons?
Not
research?
extensively.
No?
Not extensively. I mean, like I do my research, and it's more leaning towards fun. I mean, they're not like super realistic in like Arma. You know that game Arma?
Yeah, I'm aware of it.
Yeah,
I haven't played it.
It's like super realistic, and they're just more kind of. I think they're more geared towards kind of like a fun thing.
Okay, I guess.
So I mean, but the mechanics for them is very similar to Counter-Strike. So if the players out there have played Counter-Strike, when you play this game, you're gonna be really instantly familiar with the weapon mechanics.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's talk about that game some more. So tactical intervention.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm right here, like in it right now. I'm about to play. What am I looking to do first? Am I gonna jump on? It's multiplayer, right? It's multiplayer, first-person shooter.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't need to know anyone really to play. I go on the server. I go find some people.
So just jump on the server.
I choose some different levels, or
when you jump
it's gonna set you up automatically.
It's gonna set you up. So it's pretty much like Counter-Strike. You pick a server you want to join.
It gives you a map.
Yeah, it gives you a map, and then you join that server, and then you just the gameplay experience is pretty much identical to Counter-Strike.
Okay.
Except with regards to the buying of the weapons, like being a free-to-play game, you buy the weapons outside of the game. So you buy them at the main menu, like you kind of go to a shop in the main menu, and then you buy your stuff, and then once you join a server, you bring those guns that you bought into the server.
So how do you acquire, say, different weapons?
You can acquire the guns by actually earning points throughout the game. You can actually earn points through doing like various things like winning the rounds, killing your players, killing your enemies, sorry, rescuing hostages, various activities that kind of we encourage people to do. So you get those points inside the game, and then once you go outside of the game, you go to the shop. You can go buy some stuff,
It's like an even playing field when you first jump in, right? Is that the idea? So
yeah. Well, when you first create your character, you're given a basic set of weapons, so you can start playing the game right away. You don't have to you don't start with like a little pistol and a little knife,
Well, can you improve upon what those initial choices are? Are they always going to be the same?
Well,
until you jump in the game and get some points.
Exactly. Until you jump in the game, you start earning points, and then once with those points, you can buy better weapons.
Okay.
But we're really aware of the weapon balance. We don't want to make it so it's pay to win. Like we don't want some dude like Richie Rich, like big pocket wallet dude, and come inside. He's just buying all the weapons and stuff, and then running around the map like he's like big fat, like got armors, and you can't kill him. Like, oh my god, I'm a god. We don't want that stuff, man. This game is I want to focus on like a game that's really approachable to like all levels of players, whether or not it's the new guy that just joined in or the guy that's been playing for 20 years and he's got like a wallet the size of a car. It's just like we want to make it so everybody can have fun. That's the thing.
That's great.
Yeah. And like it's important, man, because like our game is a team play game. It's team play. We're working together as a team. Other free-to-play games, they're team deathmatch, but it's not even team deathmatch. It's just like it's really just an individualistic kind of play. You get in there and you just kill everybody. You don't really worry about working with your team, right? I mean, like I play Call of Duty. It's a great game, but I never work with my team. It's just about get out of my way. I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Now, what about like map editing? Have you kept the door open for your fans to be able to create maps for this?
I'm a real big fan of having the community take a part in the development, because I think that was one of the keys to Counter-Strike's success. Just having all those people make the maps it helped Counter-Strike blow up to the proportions that it has. So I mean, to that end, I really wanted to do some form of level editor and release it to the public in some form or another. But there's some technical issues we need to resolve before we do that. So I can't really say for sure if that's going to happen. But I mean, my opinion is that's something that I really want to do. To have the community take part.
That was me back in the day. I was.
Yeah, you made some
I
maps?
made one map and it was terrible.
No, that's cool, but
I worked so hard on it.
Yeah, no, but yeah, that's what I like. You know, just giving people an outlet to be creative, because that's what Minecraft is. You know, that's why Minecraft is so popular, and I think that's why a lot of people out there are itching for a level editor.
Do me a favor and look straight at the lens.
Okay.
And the first one to smile or laugh
Loses. The
All
first one to smile or laugh.
Or laugh. So
Oh,
you do straight face. Are you ready?
Okay, sure, I can do this. So who's gonna judge? He's gonna judge.
Right in the lens. See that guy right there?
All right,
Looking
yeah.
right at that guy inside there.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I'm not very humorous, so you know, I'm probably gonna win this.
My mom died, so
Yeah,
there's
I'm
no
sorry.
way I can lose.
Sorry to hear that.
I'm gonna have to poop really bad.
It's too bad. Too much Mexican. Yeah.
That's racist. Oh, got him!
Yeah.
I got him!
No. Ah, damn.